The HHL has been designed to be installed in any type of enclosure, maximizing the available space.
The HHL is structured on 3 typology principles, split according to load and capacity to transport people with reduced mobility.
The 3 principles indicated in the norm EN 8141 are Witte has taken these typologies as a reference to the mandatory and minimum requirements for the HHL, adapting them to the needs of each customer thanks to a parametric design, which allows it to be dimensioned within its maximum and minimum range in 50mm steps. Conscious also of the typical buildings where existing barriers have to be removed, Witte has given the HHL a reduced pit and headroom requirement. The HHL can be installed in enclosures with a pit depth of just 125mm and headroom of just 2550mm, which dramatically reduces the impact of its installation in any type of building. It is clear to see that not only quality and minimum requirements are the trademarks of the HHL, but also the ease and efficiency with which it is assembled. The assembly of the HHL starts by checking that the conditions in the enclosure are correct and that all necessary material and auxiliary tools are available on site.
Witte provides an installation assembly guide to assist the installation process. Once this has been done, the correct positioning of the guide rail closest to the main entrance
must be checked, and the guide rail's sole plate must be positioned ready for assembly. Once the supports have been fixed to the shaft wall, the guide rails can then be assembled, beginning at the guide rail starting edge. Once the guide rails have been securely fixed into place, the structural elements of the hydraulic equipment can be assembled. The installing of the HHL now continues outside the enclosure with the assembly of the machine roomless cabinet, which will house both the pump unit as well as the controller.
The HHL pump unit is Witte's own mini-lift, a high-quality and silent unit
with low power consumption, from 1800 watts, which is less than a Hoover consumes. Its compact dimensions make it possible to be housed in the MRL cabinet. Now comes the turn of the HHL sling car.
The innovative concept of a light C-shaped sling car
allows the HHL to be an elevator which makes the most of every last millimeter of the enclosure. The compact design, without doubt, simplifies and speeds up the assembly process. It is now time to fill the hydraulic circuit. The piston is first of all bled, and the fluid supplied by Witte is then poured into the pump unit. It is now time to install the power unit of the electric control of the elevator. The HHL controller, with its plug-and-play concept, is probably one of the market's most easy and intuitive controllers to install. It is delivered perfectly packed and identified in 3 packages: electrics for power and control, electrics and pre-assembly of the enclosure, and electrics of the car. In each of these packages there are various assembly kits, each one accompanied by a description and assembly manual with its own assembly sequence. The simplicity of the controller does not reflect its features. The HHL controller can be supplied also according to other norms, such as EN 8128 and EN 8170. The assembly of the electrics for power and control starts with the controller board and protection board. The next stage is the assembly of the remaining components of the car: sill, lintel, control panel, etc. The assembly of the landing doors now takes place through coordination of the platform's movement and the car operator. Thanks to its versatile design,
Vitte's HHL is able to offer a wide range of doors with a great many adjacent opening options.
0 degrees, 90 degrees, 180 degrees, double at 90 degrees, double at 180 degrees, and double at 270 degrees. It is now time to complete the electric part of the assembly process. All electrical connections are easy to carry out thanks to the plug-and-play concept and to the controller's assembly kits. The electrical installation ends with the positioning of the inspection box on the roof of the car and with the installation of the rest of the electronic components in the car. Last but not least, the landing and car operating panels are installed, along with the additional decoration of the car, leaving the HHL looking impeccable. After cleaning the enclosure in the pit and oiling the guide rails, the HHL must be submitted to a series of tests which check the functionality of the elevator and guarantee the safety of the assembly.